The 10 priorities that we announced today represent our proactive agenda to improve county government and the lives of our constituents. The association will work hard to advance the issues under my leadership. Throughout 2012, voting members of the association's Policies Committee chose these priorities. The priorities reflect the consensus of Pennsylvania County officials on issues of highest significance and greatest potential impact to counties. Our 2012 priorities reflect county's continued commitment to providing quality services while improving the efficient use of taxpayer dollars. We seek meaningful reforms to offer real cost savings and greater flexibility to counties in providing the services. At the same time, we will assure that state funding decisions do not adversely affect local taxpayers or undermine the gains that we have achieved. Our top priorities are human services system reform and transportation and infrastructure funding and reform. Counties are at the forefront of human services delivery. We oversee these programs and interact with local recipients on a daily basis. Counties not only know what programs and services are needed at the local level, but also how they can be most effectively managed while keeping unnecessary costs to a minimum. However, ongoing funding cuts and increased administrative burdens have made it much more difficult to efficiently deliver local programs. These problems appear across the spectrum of services, but are particularly acute in the children and youth services. These problems continue to worsen each year. While counties continue to work to reduce costs before imposing limitations on services, local decision-making is constrained and budgets continue to shrink. The current economic climate demands retention of local control to better reflect the fiscal reality across the Commonwealth. Last August, in response to the challenge presented by the Department of Public Welfare and CCAP under the 2011 Fiscal Code Amendment, CCAP members developed a list of innovative ideas which we provided to the department. In his budget address yesterday, Governor Corbett proposed to create a Human Services Development Block Grant that will collapse several categorical line items into our current Human Services Development Fund. Although the overall budget for human services does not contain cuts that are problematic, the expanded flexibility and reduced administrative burden is consistent with county's goals and is expected to lessen the blow. While there's still a great deal to be determined with regard to program design, we do applaud the administration for their willingness to improve flexibility and provide opportunities for better local planning and coordination. Counties must be at the forefront of implementing and modeling this reform for all of the human services delivery areas. To that end, we will work closely with the administration in an ongoing effort to flesh out this plan. We will also continue our dialogue and examination of all human service areas to ensure the needs of our constituents and that they're met. Limited resources continue to affect other areas of county budgets too. This year, transportation and infrastructure funding remains near the top of our priority list. Counties and municipalities are integral partners with the state in maintaining a comprehensive transportation system that ensures goods get to markets, families get to work, and children get to school safely and reliably. A report released by PennDOT's Transportation Advisory Committee in late 2011 estimated the unmet need to maintain and repair local roads and highways and bridges to be more than $2 billion. has indicated its support for the consideration of funding alternatives recommended last year by the Governor's Transportation Funding Advisory Committee. These include the recommendations that appropriate allocations be made to county and municipal government. In addition, counties support reasonable reforms directed at reducing construction costs and expediting local project delivery, such as those outlined in the TPAC report. Our members are also actively involved in issues surrounding shale gas drilling. As a priority for 2012, we're supporting action by the Administration and General Assembly to broadly view issues associated with oil and gas exploration to minimize negative impacts on local communities. We are pleased that the General Assembly has moved this week to establish an impact fee that offers meaningful local revenues to meet the broad and divergent needs of impacted counties and their municipalities. House Bill 1950 includes provisions counties have sought, including a meaningful local share and allowable uses of those funds. We also appreciate the additional funding to counties from the state shares to provide for bridge repair and replacement, as well as for greenways. An allocation of funding proceeds statewide to our conservation districts and some of those environmental programs. Counties very much appreciate the work that has gone into putting together this comprehensive legislation and the efforts that have been made by legislative leaders and the administration to involve local governments throughout the process. Our other priorities for 2012 include supporting new revenue opportunities and increasing tax fairness, implementing assessment reform, maintaining and improving 911 services, improving the district attorney funding, strengthening conservation districts' relationships with DEP, continuing to enhance oil and gas pipeline safety, and restoring the county recycling fee. Today's announcement follows measurable success with our 2011 priorities. In the first year of 2011 and 2012, that session, for the first year of the new administration, CCAP established valuable partnerships with the General Assembly, the administration, and agency officials. Legislators and the administration worked with counties to begin work on reforming the funding and administrative mechanisms for human services, to increase mid-limit thresholds, to cap inmate medical charges, and to allow counties to abolish the offices of jury commissioner. We thank them for their support, and we look forward to the same partnership and success in 2012. Our goals are ambitious. If implemented, they will clearly improve stewardship of taxpayer dollars. We do recognize that this will be another difficult budget year at all levels of government. Governor Corbett made this very clear in yesterday's budget address. We note that counties have endured a series of ongoing cuts and reductions to allocations over the past decade. With local reserves depleting and demand for services increasing, even counties that have been able to get by without increasing property taxes over the last 2 to 3 years now stand on the threshold of having to do so. And so, we call on Governor Corbett and the General Assembly to actively engage with counties in implementing solutions to assure our limited resources are used effectively and in a way best to address the needs of our communities. County officials extend a hand in partnership in this debate. We will continue to offer creative ideas to empower counties to maintain programs and services in the face of budget cuts in a manner that is appropriate